Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the foundation.
Hey, no quiz tonight.
No, oh well, shoot. Well, that disappoints me. Then
And me
I
too.
was really looking forward to my quiz. Hey, he wasn't here for last week's quiz.
He wasn't here.
Yeah, you want to do it to him?
I can't remember it now.
Oh, okay.
I've been out of it, boy. Whew.
Oh boy.
Mm.
So tonight, a New York minute.
How fast is that?
That's pretty fast.
I thought just a minute.
Oh well. So, well,
What would you do? New York second.
New York second. There you go. Things can change in a New York minute,
Okay.
right?
What is
Uh-oh.
what does that mean, really?
Gosh. Everything can change in a second. We'll get there. That's the title of tonight.
The
So
New York minute.
New York minute. Everything can change for the good or for the bad.
It sounds like things happen pretty quick in New York.
Yeah. So, David.
Take a minute across the street.
Yeah. Mr. Peaches does not know we're doing this.
Oh, this is for him, huh?
This is for him.
This is before the haircut.
This is before the haircut.
Oh, he's even shaved too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan?
Is this video?
No.
Somebody stuck his head in a pencil sharpener.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be that video.
Mr. Peaches told me this afternoon that he wants to start a YouTube channel.
What are we doing?
No, just for him.
Oh.
And
Get Jason to set it up for him?
No, I told him that I would set it up for him if he's serious about it. And he wants to talk a little bit more about it. And we found him a great profile picture. What do you think, Mr. Peaches?
Well, he better grow his hair back so I'll recognize him.
I know it. Ryan,
Yeah.
what do you think? Good profile picture for you?
We can do better than that.
Okay.
That looks like a Muppet.
Well, you are one of the missing members of the Muppets, right?
A missing member of the Muppets.
He has told me that before. Okay. So, the first Monday in February, we're going to be starting our freedom class. Now, the first of every month, we're going to do a creature feature. So we'll be doing an elephant, cat, dog, elephant, aardvark, something.
So you're gonna solve the problem of how the kangaroos got to Australia after the flood.
Oh well, no. Well, that'll have to be after freedom.
Oh, you said you're gonna do one of these the first of the month.
Yeah.
Well, if you do one,
just one session though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant on a continual basis.
Yeah,
you do one in February, you do one in March,
one in April. Yeah.
So that leaves the other 3 weeks for freedom.
Right. Exactly.
That's what I was getting at.
Oh yeah. That's it. Yep.
It ain't a one-time thing. You're gonna talk about the monkeys.
Right.
How the humans come from monkeys.
Well, maybe one day. Yes.
Which one? Orangutan, gorilla, chimpanzee? Which one would come from?
They're called the Australopithecus afarensis. You ever heard of Lucy?
Yes, I've heard of Lucy.
Yep, Lucy. Anyway,
the missing link.
Yep, but that's another story, which brings us to the prehistoric planet and the
beginning.
The beginning. And Mr. Peaches says that they don't still teach that we came from monkeys. And I sent him a video that from November of 2025, they still do. But anyway, that's a different story. So And the real beginnings, which you got, this is where the session of Australopithecus and all that. Anyway,
Oh, that's ugly.
yeah,
Bad breath a key.
yeah. So if you want to support us and help us buy different tech and different cameras so we can not just use the phone and better quality, you can do so on Venmo, David-4-348, and like and subscribe and share. And let's see.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. Is there anything else I'm missing? You got anything to add, Professor?
You got it all right. Like, comment, share.
Yeah, okay. So,
And here's your buddies.
Yeah, the Ashley contacted me on before the new year and said that we watch your videos every day and every night, and we love your stuff, and we're sharing it and all that good stuff. So
you're giving them a shout out.
Yeah, we got to shout them out. Yeah. So we've been doing for the past 4 months.
We started with a Halloween in October.
Yep, since October.
So it's been a 3.
Yeah. The Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. And now we are in our New Year's segment, and we got probably three more sessions.
Well, didn't you do a couple of segments where you didn't do it live, but you're going to put them on YouTube?
Yeah.
I think one was for Christmas, one was for New Year's.
Yep. Sure did.
I think both them days fell on a Thursday.
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Somebody's calling.
So, what on earth are you doing, for heaven's sake? Well, right off, Mr. Peaches is going to be doing a YouTube channel this year. Excited for him for that. Question: are you building a legacy? I know the professor has. I know me, Ryan, and Jason have. But are y'all building? What legacy are y'all building? Now, this is not me and Jason back in 2012. It's just a picture of us. And me and Jason have built a legacy that has, let's see, almost 27 years. And we're still going we're still going strong. And it's just been.
So what's a legacy?
The legacy
that's a friendship.
Yeah.
Legacy is not a friendship.
Well, no, but
legacy is something you leave behind after you're dead.
Yeah. But what
are you going to leave behind after you're dead?
Probably a book, a couple of TV shows. I don't know.
Your legacy is what you leave for your children.
Yeah.
You're going to have to get married and have kids before you start leaving a legacy. Right? He's got one going. He's got a daughter.
Yeah. And also, Mr. Peaches is included in it, on with us. So how everyday people can build a legacy and leave the generations, the kids, right?
Yep.
The generations that follow to be inspired. And it's not just your kids. It's for it's the whole point of, what are you doing? What on earth are you doing, for heaven's sake? If you're not living a life that you can tell stories about, it's not a life worth living.
Hey, you don't want to hear some of mine.
So, well, you have stories though, right?
Mm.
And wouldn't you say that you've had a pretty good life?
Yeah.
There you go.
I might change it if I started all over again, though.
Mm.
I'd go to Hollywood and become a movie star.
So this was, well, let's see.
So you would never got to know me.
I know it. This is back in 2012. This is last September when I saw Jason, and like I said, we talked just about every day, and
That's when you went to Idaho?
yeah, and we still have plans and goals, and it's important. So, Dave, go ahead.
Let's see. Part of our purpose in life is to build a legacy, a consistent pattern of building into the lives of others.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Dungy.
Yep. Now,
I think I've heard of him.
Now, why is this important? Your legacy is basically your story that you can tell. Like Billy Graham has one heck of a legacy, right? People have talked about, or will be talking about him in the year 21,000, right? Or yeah.
Well, there's one that's been going over 2,000 years, left a legacy.
And who on earth was that?
It was our Lord and Savior Jesus.
There you go. And I got people that just flock to me for either it be advice, and it's people I don't even know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some advice that's good, and some advice that's bad. Mr. Peaches kind of he's on my Mr. Peaches is on my bad list. Mr. Peaches, you can say something so that everyone knows that you're here.
I'm here.
Okay.
Put that microphone over.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Sorry, I was going through my.
But I had a situation Thursday night, and Ryan called me. He said, "Where are you at?" So we're playing games. Family night is Tuesday night. We're across the street, and
You mean
Thursday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Thursday. And Julian lives across the street, so we all go over across the street to play games. And Mr. Peaches, I'm thinking, knows that, but he comes back, goes back home, and he's.
Oh, you don't like Cousin Day?
No, he comes, but he. Anyway,
Does he participate?
Yeah.
It didn't look like anybody was like. They didn't have like the lights going, so I thought.
But that's not the problem,
Yeah.
David. You have Scott, right?
No.
No, you had Scott.
Past tense.
Past tense, yes. I have a Scott. Mm-hmm. But I'm not as nice as you are. Yeah. Keep that in mind.
That's a ponder.
I'll tell you later. I can't say it on camera. So, 2025 was a pretty good year. Right?
I don't know. I sure did have aches and pains and troubles last year.
I think I did
13
too.
weeks of therapy. Lost part of my finger. I don't know if it was a good year or not.
Oh, come on. It was a good year.
Maybe the second half. Definitely not the first half.
Yeah. So last week we talked about new beginnings. David, we made it to 2026. How about that, Professor?
Well, guess what?
What?
This year didn't even start off good either.
Oh, yeah.
Had that sciatic nerve.
Man.
It hit me right before New Year's Eve.
Dang.
Carried on over.
Whew.
Yeah, but you always got to think positively. Because imagine if you still had to work. So it could always be worse. If you had
Well-
to work, you would have to worry about having to take time off. You'd have to worry about a whole plethora of issues. But you're retired, so it could always be worse.
All right, Professor, go ahead.
May you keep dreaming until the day you die. May imaginations overtake memory. May you die young at a ripe old age. That's a good line.
Yep.
May you die young at a ripe old age.
So, what are you dreaming of? Do you have goals like Mr. Peaches starting his YouTube channel? His YouTube channel, I think we've decided is
Be a millionaire before he's 40.
no,
Not that good.
no. Captain Peaches goes ... And every episode will be Captain Peaches goes to Hollywood, and then we'll do a cute little thing for him.
I'll tell you. I'll tell
He
you.
goes to
Somebody-
Eden.
I'll tell you.
You're Eden.
Yeah.
Speaking of, every time somebody says Eden, it reminds me of that church over there in Jacksonville where the McDonald's is. Where they have like a garden and they have a sign saying the Garden of Eden.
Mm,
Well, his Eden's Hawaii.
yeah.
Oh, I saw a video today of somebody going to a McDonald's in Hawaii.
Oh boy,
I bet your burger worth about $10.
or more.
They have to pay. Somebody told me they pay you to reflect that. Like you'll make a salary and people like here will look at it and think, oh, you're making the money, but it's really the equivalent of what you make here. It's just cost of living. But I don't know. It's expensive.
Well, they have to have a lot of their stuff imported,
Yeah.
being an island.
Now you can become bitter, or you can become better. This is where your laziness comes in, Mr. Peaches.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You think he's not bitter over laziness? He's just better at it.
Actually, it's not talking about him. I'm talking about someone else anyway.
Well, that's the case for anybody.
Oh well, yeah,
in
that's
that
true.
situation.
That's true. You know, you can go to prison and you can come out bitter, or you can come out better, right?
Yeah, I waited 5 years for this moment. I'm coming after you.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. So, what does your 2026 look like? Because things can change. Go ahead, David. Say it.
New York Minute.
Yep,
No, there's a song got that in there.
I know it.
Tough decisions ahead.
Yep. Tough decisions ahead.
You want to take a right turn or a left turn?
Right turn or left turn. Yeah. And it's
It depends where which one leads.
yeah.
Well, you run into a dead end if you don't turn either way.
True. So everyone has those tough decisions that we go on. Tough decisions on
That's one of my biggies.
what?
Had one when well they shut the plant down in '99. I had to decide whether to stay or go.
Oh yeah.
So I decided to go, and I moved to Tennessee.
Oh. Good year?
Mm.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yep. Some people decide to stay, get another job somewhere else.
Yep.
I decided to go and work for my pension.
Mm.
Okay, hold on. Before we're done, they closed what? They closed which Goodyear in '99?
The one in Gaston.
I thought they just closed that one. I thought they closed that one like 2020.
It was right around COVID. They closed. They finally closed it.
Mm.
But you went before COVID.
This was in '99.
And so how's that? So they came in and said they're closing it down.
Yeah, they shut it down.
And so
Like I took a transfer.
okay, so they get, and then what do they do? Reopen it?
Yeah, they got I guess you say they got threatened by the Ford Motor Company.
Oh.
Breach of contract.
And so they reopen it, but
That was a year later. And I had the option to come back.
I have a feeling about I have a feeling that's gonna come up on mine. Well, I'll discuss it off camera, but I think that's gonna be the thing with where I'm at. I might end up having to do that, like going elsewhere to continue working.
Well, they had, like I said, I want to get my years in from a pension, but I also had a 401. I didn't want to stop putting it in either.
Yep.
So I took a 6 hour trip up the road.
That's gotta be rough. You gotta work with people you don't know who they are. You're used to working with one set of people, then you got to go up there and work with a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's about 300 of us that went, though.
Ooh. So tough decisions ahead. Sounds like Mr. Peaches might have some tough decisions ahead. So you can either get bitter or get better. Is that simple? You know, there's Mr. Peaches could have gotten bitter, right, Mr. Peaches?
I could have got better in a lot of situations.
In a lot of situations.
Yeah, you got to move forward.
But did you get better?
I got better. You better believe it.
Or are you still bitter?
I'm not bitter.
Okay, very good.
I'm not like going, oh man, if this hadn't happened, I could have been here. And I just look ahead.
Yep. Now, I see people like at Walmart, David, homeless, hungry, feed me. I was on my way home the other day. I stopped. I looked at him. I just shook my head and just went off. It's a pathetic lifestyle.
Well, that's the thing about it. You don't know if it's legit or if it's a scam.
It's a scam. I know one person, not your Scott, but Scott. I don't know his
Calvin.
Yes, Scott Calvin. But he was actually homeless, and now he's somewhere. I don't know, living in Jacksonville. Got married, I think. But he's one of the rare instances where he wanted to get better
out of a situation.
Guess what? He did.
And whatever happened to that guy that that did the dog grooming? Whatever happened to that guy?
He is in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay, because every time you were like, "Oh, he's this place," and then he like moves.
You remember Justin, don't you?
Who?
Justin.
Oh yeah. I thought he went to New Orleans.
He went to New Orleans for a while, and then he went to California.
Yeah.
Then he went to Colorado.
Well, he went to Texas at one point.
Then he went to Texas.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yep. Hey, if you got the money, do it.
Well, he must have saved up.
I guess so.
That's what you call a traveling man.
Yeah.
Lord, I was born a traveling man, making a living and doing the best I can.
So you either take what has been dealt with you and allow it to make you a better person, or allow it to tear you down. And a lot of people, that their situation has tore them down, right, Mr. Peaches?
Correct.
And the choice does not belong to fate; it belongs to you. I know people that needs to hear that. Now, David, I moved to Kansas for 2 years. I was told, and this wasn't Howie's fault. This wasn't anyone's fault, but the people who I was staying with, right, or their barndominium, they call it. Well, I was there for maybe, let's see, September. I was there for almost 2 months, and they said that I had to be out by the 30th. And Mr. Peaches knows this story. And I'm thinking, oh no, well, what do I do now? And well, one of the people at the church is a realtor. So I called Mary. I said, what do I do? And she said, well, hold on just a second. Tomorrow morning at 7:30, go to speak to my friend Joy, and she'll have you in an apartment by
The 30.
next week. Yeah, by before your deadline, and everyone will help you move into it. And that I had to take off work because it was kind of like a,
Hurry thing.
yeah,
New York minute.
and exactly. and David, I did that, and if I can do it, anyone can do it. And guess what? It was actually a lot cheaper than what. How much do apartments run down here, Mr. Peaches?
Right now they're expensive, like $700-800.
Oh,
Depends on where you're at.
oh well, I thought it was a couple of thousand.
No, there's some over by the church, our church down there. Oh, it's about $1,100 a month for 2 bedrooms.
Yeah. I mean, I know some people that are going to be faced with that. Hey, you got to be out of here in a few days because I'm moving somewhere. Yeah, some people are going to be in trouble, and Mr. Peaches knows who I'm talking about too. It's funny because I mean, like, how can you sit back and look in the mirror and say, you know what, Mr. Peaches, I'm doing good. And then you say, well, you don't have a job. If it weren't for your mom, you'd be homeless. Your mom's moving to Tennessee. Oh, and by the way, you can't move.
Don't go off and leave me, Mom.
Yeah. You can't you're trapped here. So it's like, well,
here's my thing.
I don't know.
This really gets me.
Don't get too much into it,
No,
Mr.
this
Peaches.
really gets me in the chops about people. This really gets me in the chops. Like, people go, I can't do this, do that, and all that.
I'm doing it.
I was at the very bottom, like at the very bottom you could be in, where like had no job, no place to live. So no job, no place to live, like nothing, and I was able to like build myself back up. And so like, but then you have people that are like don't want to take the time and do the things that are necessary.
Right, but you weren't lazy about it. You did what?
Well, I had to get out there, and you just have to go out there and do it, and you have to build yourself up. But you got to be like, can't be prideful. You got to take whatever is going to pay you some money. You can't be like, hey, I'm not going to take this job that's I don't have a job right now, but I'm not going to take this job because they're only offering me $12 an hour. I want to wait till somebody gets me a management job and I make all this money. Well, you can't have that way of thinking. You'll never make it.
Nope. If you want to be a manager, become a YouTuber.
Or maybe a manager at Applebee's.
Yeah.
How that place, or Walmart, that'll suck the soul right out of you. I'll tell you that.
There you go.
Usually start at the bottom, work your way up.
Yes. Now,
well, I was talking about going to Goodyear tomorrow and getting a retirement, like getting a management job. Somebody said, "Hey, they're not there anymore. They've been out." I said, "That doesn't matter."
there are moments which mark your life, moments when you realize nothing will ever be the same, and time is divided into 2 parts before this and after this. So if you think about like a timeline, you got what happened yesterday, but you don't know what's going to happen after tomorrow, right?
Well, before you owned this house, what were you doing? Before you owned this house, what were you doing? Renting, right?
Oh yeah, renting, yeah.
Yeah. So you took a chance and bought your house.
Yeah.
So what happens after that?
After you pay the house off, it's yours.
You're gonna have to pay the house off.
Yep.
So that's what happens after this.
Absolutely. Now, let's suppose that in 40 years, I'll pay this house off, right? Well, I cut my grass. Guess what? I lived here for however long, but I cut my grass for the very first time.
Dad quit.
No,
I thought your dad was cutting your grass.
he is.
You're gonna have to get out of that.
I know it.
It's not his responsibility.
I know. I need a big
You-
shed.
Yeah, you need a big shed and ride a lawnmower, and then after this, you cut grass.
After this, that's why Mr. Peaches is here. He'll be my grass cutter.
Well, see, what you do is build your future up in your retirement to where you'll have some money when you retire, and then you pay somebody to cut it for you. Because your
Yeah.
dad won't be around then.
No. No, I did this just for you, David, so go ahead.
Yeah, you don't want to get out.
What are you mumbling over there?
I was like, you got to be careful because some people are like high. Like somebody, I remember when we lived in Jacksonville, that was a whole thing. Anyway, guy comes out, he goes, it was like ridiculous. It was like $75, and we didn't have a big yard. I said no. I said I'll cut it because he was like, he cut your grass. I said I do. Well, you don't have to do it $75. I said no. I can go I can get gas in that thing and cut it cheaper than that.
Yep.
$75. I said you out of your mind.
No, I wouldn't have no trouble with $75 now.
No. Go ahead, Professor.
I pay $65 anyway.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You have a big yard?
No. Well, the guy that cuts my yard, he has like 2 or 3 helpers, and they're done in 30 minutes. It don't matter how big the yard is. They're on it.
Mm.
One's weed eating while one's riding more, and the other one's got the blower out and he's blowing things off.
Well, if you're getting that, that's not bad for 65. But this guy wasn't offering that. It was just like one guy.
Mm.
He was just gonna cut the grass, none of that extra stuff. But for 65, it's not bad because they're not doing cutting and everything. They're
Weed
doing all
eating,
that.
blowing,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good start. You can't beat that.
Yeah. All right, Professor, go ahead.
Well, what are we doing here? If time is measured in seconds, then life is measured in minutes.
And what do you suppose that means?
I don't know. I just read it wrong. Remember how I read it? Repeat it. Repeat it.
Well, I'm not good at
I don't know. I'd have to say if time is measured in seconds, not minutes.
Yeah.
And if there's anything below a second, you measure it in that.
Yeah.
But moments can take time.
Very true.
And one of them moments is if you have a house built. It takes 6 months of moments.
Yeah. That's true. What about if time is measured in minutes?
Well, you can figure out how many minutes you have in your lifetime when you hit 70 years old.
Yeah. What do you think, Mr. Peaches?
Measured in minutes, and life is measured in what's the other part? Measured in seconds,
Moments.
moments. Yeah, that's about right.
Well, your moments,
Your moments are things you're never gonna get. Like moments or snapshots of your life that you're never gonna get back. Like like with me, I look at things differently because like Megan turns 4 this upcoming month. She's only gonna turn 4 one time. Like once that happens, like I'm never gonna get that back. Like once she had, it's things like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
I look at things differently.
well, like I said, your moments depend on the duration of the minutes.
Yes.
Some can be a few minutes, some can be years of minutes.
Yes. A lot of minutes.
Mhm.
So let your past make you better, not bitter. Time to be made new, Professor.
You going to Second Corinthians 5:17?
In a second, yeah. Yeah. So if you wait for the perfect conditions to seize an opportunity, you'll be waiting till the day you die.
Well, if that's the case, you won't know what our opportunity is when it comes on you.
That's true. But most of the time is it is all about waiting.
That
Now, there's never going to be that perfect time.
Mm-mm.
well, I don't know about that. I think I had one.
You're not, no, you're never gonna have. I always bring this up. I bring this up because in this scenario, because I have people go, "Well, we're waiting on the perfect time to have kids," and I was like, "There's never gonna be a perfect time because what you're gonna do is you're gonna wait for that, and then it's gonna be too late." Or I'm waiting for the perfect time to get married. There's never gonna be a perfect time. Like if you're gonna wait for that perfect time, then you're never getting married.
Well, go ahead, Professor. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's how I
Mhm.
look. That's how it is. And so there's never gonna be like that perfect time to do something. That's the thing about life is sometimes you just have to go for it.
Well, go ahead, Professor. What do you think?
So,
Well, at the time, uh, mm, in the 70, I think it was 74, I was unemployed. I put in, I put in for Goodyear, put in for Lee Brass, which was Dodge Phelps at the time. Well, they called.
Hmm.
I went to work for Dodge Phelps. I'd already been working in foundries for like 4 years. Well, one day, Goodyear calls.
Oh,
I said, well, I don't know what to do. So I had an uncle that worked there, and I called him. He said, if you're going to raise a family, you better go work for Goodyear.
hmm.
So that perfect condition showed up to where I went from like $12 an hour to $20 an hour.
There you go.
but then you can flip flop it because you took a gamble because you don't know if that's gonna if that would have worked out or where you're at. Like that's always like the gamble because you can go. I've seen it both ways. I've seen people go from like that to this higher paying job, and then the job they leave in like 5 years is still there, but the job they left for is gone. It's always a gamble. Um,
Well, uh,
uh,
Dodge Phelps sold back to Lee Brass, and that more or less would have left me hanging if I'd stayed.
mm.
So going to Goodyear was the perfect condition.
Yeah, there you go.
Like where I went, people were like telling me you need like I'll get to that more off camera, but they were like you got to stay, you need to stay. But when I prayed about it and looked at it, I was like everything lined up. I was like, no, I need to go. And since I've gotten there, I was like, I made the right, like that was the right decision, um, and whatnot. So, because they were like, well, if you go to over here, you're not gonna have much job security. But then my thing throughout my short time working, because I've worked since 2006, so I've worked for in the 20 years you're never going to have a guarantee. Like there's no guarantees, and not in how this economy is. You just don't have a guarantee. And so they were like, "Well, if you stay here, it's guaranteed job." And I was like, "Yeah." How many times I've heard that and not had and the job's not being guaranteed. So like, and but at the end of the day, I was like, when I prayed about it, it was like that's where I was led to, and then I would get there, and I was like, okay, I made the right decision. But that's that.
You got anything to add, Professor?
And it is because like I'm not and here's also where I feel like people make them when it comes to pay is they'll take a job that they won't take a job that's like $12 an hour, they'll take one that's like $21 an hour. But the difference is it's $12 an hour, eventually you're gonna be like making really good money, and this $21 an hour, you're never gonna go above that. And where I was at, I was plateaued, like I could never go above that. But where I'm at now, I can go way above that. I can go like I think 30, 31 an hour.
Well, we always got a every quarter we got a cost of living adjustment. So
What, Goodyear?
yeah.
Oh man.
So we was always going up.
So okay, here's a question. So you worked for Goodyear what in the 70s? Started in the 70s?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you notice I'm always been curious because I was born at the tail end of the 80s. Was there a difference of when you worked at Goodyear versus like the 80s? Did like anything really change or no?
Well, you was getting into radial tires. What with the big swing. You putting less rubber in radial tires than you were bi-splat tires. But the thing is, your bi-splat tires are probably better than your radial tires. Goodyear all dealt with money.
Yeah. So don't let what's wrong keep you from worshiping what's right with God. That's a pretty good quote.
Yeah, you should always be thankful. Like that's the thing. You're alive. You're breathing. Could always be worse.
Yep. As we meditate on Scripture, we focus on on God's faithfulness rather than our fears.
Yeah, Jesus told his disciples not to fear.
Absolutely. Psalms chapter 1, which we'll get into Psalms 1 here in a sec. Well, for the second session. And anyway, so they delight in the law of Moses, of the Lord, meditating on it day and what?
Darkness.
Day and night. Darkness. Yep. What are you thinking about? What you think about really plays a role in how you act, right?
If you know God's word, you'll act accordingly.
Exactly.
And what's that?
Furthering the kingdom of God. Your kingdom come here on earth as it is in heaven.
What are you thinking about? If you're thinking of, you got to be as a child of God, you got to think about Jesus' teachings.
Absolutely.
And what is his teaching supposed to do for us?
Grow us.
You're to be honorable, personal integrity, and with moral courage.
Yeah.
That's what comes out of the teachings of Christ.
In other words, it grows us. Yeah.
Well, if you're doing all them things, you're there. But you can always go backwards.
No, that's true.
Yeah, I always said, you always got to get your ducks in a row.
Now, we're going to end that session there, and we will be right back for the second session. Pretty good, isn't it, David?
You want to do your thing? Or cut it off? Like, subscribe.
Oh, yeah, like and subscribe, and we'll be right back.
And comment
and comment. There you go.